Great and beautiful morning and evening to you all, wherever you are joining me at this hour. Welcome to 451 edition of Invest Data Trading Academy Live with Ambrose. Yes, I would say you are welcome to let's say the first trading session for our discussion for this week. Monday would have been the first time, but there's no class on Monday. I will tell you that the month of September have opened on a mixed direction from mature market as we speak right away. I noticed that those markets in that environment to speak amidst expectation of what the rate cut this month and also the mixed macroeconomic data that is coming from different domains. Those that came from US, we saw that in US that the operating manager index for my financial sector slowed down for the fifth consecutive month. Why that of China? We saw that their service sector also the kind of expansion, little expansion there. But in all, I'll tell you that the Wall Street started on a negative point. Why I say so that was September has been that in the history of the market in material economy has been a miss and also a negative market for them. But why here in our market, we know that yes, September is already a miss market. Like what I said on Monday in my write-up that out of 26 years now, I think that September has been in red position for 15 years and out of green in 7, which this month we expect to see what will come out of it. But seeing that the month of August and July, we saw the market also looking down with the trend reverse in the month of September. We know when we get there, we also discuss looking at the chart also. But if you look at generally at the global market, even in Asia, the market are still also very, very much missed. But the good thing is that don't forget that most of this market track what is happening what in US, being one of the big market, even when China is one of the biggest economy. But the US market is one most of the market economy. Look at to see what is happening there. That factors that also drive those market, US market also have a warfare, also affecting that market. Historically, we know that the month of September is one of the worst months for US market and other mature market. But here in Nigeria, giving you an instance for our own. But the good thing is that as investor concerned, you need to look at where can you make money in all this. Even when the trend has shown that yes, you must understand secret data on how to invest. But it's also called that there's also what we call a change in strategy. If you have studied these data for years, I know that the month of September is a very dicey month, and also I've seen that in market economy historically, the market is a month of say one of the most months. But what is that ahead of interest rate? What would the market in US also look like? Well, I'm not surprised that we're seeing that market in US is pulling back because after it has formed a double top, you expect to see correction. And which also was seen in other market that where you see a double bottom, a double top, it's a signal. It's a matter of time. It might break out a little, but I tell you, double bottom most time gives the sign for throwdown, for reversal. That's why you must also not play with. That's why for those that really understand technical analysis, which also be part of what we're going to discuss in the coming master class, how to use only chart candlestick, which is to determine market turnaround, and at the same time to see where you can use candlestick to make what inform investment decision to what to kind of boost your return. You must understand all this. Since you know that in the history of the market, once you see a double dot, knowing that technically it's a sign of reversal, you must also plan and also trade with it at any given time so that it will help you to make what inform investment decision. That is the only way to go as a trader when you are trading or when you are investing. You must recognize all these factors in the case of what? In the case of investment decision. But for me, for Europe also, I tell you that Europe has seen a good inflation figure, around 2, which also have kind of signal possibility of CCP cutting rate again in their next meeting. But I'll tell you that all eyes are not still on what? On US cutting rate because we are seeing that most of the macro data emanating from US are missed. And most of them are pointing that the economy is pointing what to a decline in production and also recession might come anytime. For that, the expected rate cut is not that it's not in news again. That is the way only for them to kind of reflect, inflate what the economy to kind of trigger the economy back again, to expansion or to recovery. I think that's why all eyes are that. I don't forget that when there is interest rate cut. I think that was in that crude oil price have touched as high as $84. It's now almost below $70, around the 71, around the 69.98 as we speak right away. It's a sign. Also, if you are seeing that industrial goods, we see the industrial goods or manufacturing manufacturing sector, you see that all those sectors, we are seeing that the commodity there or the material there is becoming cheaper. It's a sign that whatever we're seeing, the rate cut is going to be a boost for what? For even financial sector, even when there's rate cut, that was expected that as investors, sector rotation or trader will continue in the market. Like I've said earlier, that when you look at the China service activities expansion slowly in the month of August, still, I'll tell you that economy is still struggling, and that's why crude oil price also, struggling because of what the two largest economy are still struggling in terms of what growth, and that will affect their consumption. But the good another thing for me that we are seeing why oil price has been like that, OPEC is planning also to kind of lift up their rate cost. That will have been pushed the price of oil to wait, despite what is happening in terms of the Middle East crisis, and that of Russia and Ukraine. That is that oil prices are going down, and that's also a plot that inflation in this market economy might likely go down. And why it's going to pump up what economic activity? Because once you see crude oil price going to make help most of the manufacturing sector to also to go into work production that will expand their business, also to employ more people. I believe that this variable that we're seeing as an investor anywhere you are, you must understand them so that it will help you to make inform investment decision. That is the only way to go for you to make money in this kind of market. You must understand what is happening in the market, and I believe that will help us as trader or investor to make informed investment decision in any market you are trading. But once you have this at the back of your mind, you are able to make informed investment decision at any given time. Knowing that this month of September comes a lot of things, many investors in market economy are waiting, because I told you earlier that in market economy it sell in May and come back in October. Why October? Because it's not that at the end of September, after seeing results of October, that we start position for the result that is expected. But here in Nigeria, we understand how we also play our own market here. That we know exactly when to start positioning. We have seen the performance of August. We have seen how August end in red, and that of July. Also, what will be the fate of the month of September. I believe that as we are going to usher us into the last quarter of the year, and we are seeing what is happening also unfolding down here in Nigeria. We have seen in the last 2 days now or a day how policy in government has changed a lot of things. That's why even when we saw a kind of a slowdown in inflation for the month of July, then we also see similar thing also for the month of August, because this hike again just started in the first day of September. But I believe that in all this is going to also put a lot of problem with the monetary policy. That's why I said the fiscal and monetary policy, they are not working hand to hand. I don't understand what they are doing, because if they understand the implication of everything they are taking, it's going to also impact the economy negatively. But I'm surprised that even when I said the landing price of oil in Nigeria is about 1,200, I don't know whether before now there's a kind of a strategy before now. But don't forget that even when crude oil price was as high as 84, we're still buying them below. But now that crude oil have pulled back, below 70, as I said earlier, around 69, 80, 70. Yes, why are we still increasing our oil? Is it because there's no production in Nigeria in terms of crude oil petroleum refinery? Let's look at it. But what are going to impact again for you as a trader? Don't forget that sector rotation is very, very important. What you are seeing that, yes, even though we're going to start producing locally, what's going to impact on those companies that are into marketing of crude finished product, which is the PMS, which is the fuel in Nigeria, whose sector going to get from it? That's why I'm going to see the life of Konoye, the life of Etana coming up. Etana, yes, we know that Etana result has been a bit negative for the past 3 years. 3 years when they pay dividend. When I mean 3 years, like past 3 quarters, we saw it in the last quarter 2024, 2023, that year ended in negative. Q1 and Q2 this year have been negative. But is it the sentiment that this sector rotation, if Dangote Refinery start supplying fuel to local fleet station here, is that going to boost their business? Because I tell you, cost of fleet from abroad I will reduce. Turnaround time also will reduce, because within local you are sorting it, you are moving within Lagos here, and to other states in Nigeria. I don't know if that is what I expect to also see that going to influence the decision. Yet we are seeing what is happening in Owando. For me, anybody that's in Owando who has seen Owando pulling back, it's an opportunity. There's no cost for life to panic for Owando investment. But we'll come to Nigeria market. Let's look at also the earnings that came to the market. I told you that today we'll be looking at 2 major earnings that were released within this period to the market, and these are also from financial sector. Well, earlier I've seen the numbers that came from other bank result that came before now, but those companies are not dividend paying. But we're seeing the dividend paying companies are releasing a result. What is the state of this result? Where is it pointing us to as a trader or investor? What are we going to do with our position in the banking sector? We're going to still keep them, or because of this trade dividend, or what's our goal? And I believe that because we have a kind of a high class of informed investors in the market, and also savvy investors, I believe that what we saw in 2005, 2006, when is different from now. People have studied the whole thing, and that's why a lot of banks are even struggling to do that, to their right issue or their public offer. It's because of what the market where they play, or where they come to seek for has become well enlightened. This market has also have a lot of knowledge in them. Most of them have go. It's not like bandwagon we was explained before now. That's why I see people are taking their investment, trading their word, their investment objective. Also have a trading plan. Also they are trading their plan. Also they are following their plan. This is why I see that people are seeing where they can make money, are looking at where to come back. That's why I say sector rotation will continue in any market, in any day, anytime. Whether it's a bear market, a bull market, you must put this at the back of your mind. Yes, let's quickly look at those companies that their results also were released to the market recently. What is the position of those the company that they released their result to the market? Let's quickly look at them. So let's start from Zenith Bank result that also were released, and that's why I display it now on the chart so that you can see. If you look at the number that were monitored from Zenith Bank, I'll tell you these numbers are impressive. But what sign did they give you for Zenith Bank? Oh, at the beginning of the year, we have seen the Q1 number of Zenith Bank. Was seeing what their performance or what they've done in the month or in the year 2023. No, we can see that impact of FS are continuing to kind of reflect on this performance of the financial sector, even to also like insurance. But for the banks where the government have kind of have a what we call a windfall tax for FS gain, all those stuff. But now we're seeing that some FS gain is also reflecting on these numbers of these banks. What is the fate of investors? I was expecting that there will be kind of a growth in the dividend payout at the end of the current financial year. We need to ask ourselves a question as a trader or investor in this market so that it will help us to know where we are positioning or what we are doing. But at the end of the day, we also know where we are standing as traders or investors. But looking at the numbers that were released by Zenith Bank to the market, this is a very, very impressive number. I will tell you by all standard. If you look at the gross earning of this institution, this holding company moved from 967.26 billion to 2.1 trillion. I'll tell you this is very very, very outstanding. And I'll say that Zenith Bank also joined the group of also trillion, very fine, above 1.20 trillion. Now, for me, I see that I've seen such a number in Access Bank before now. But I'm very, very impressed that Zenith Bank has moved in this direction. And also with the new management we are seeing in Zenith Bank, we want to see a better number. But we want to see better number. But what comes to your mind as an investor? These numbers are good. At the end of the day, we are seeing an earning per share of about 18 naira for 1 kobo against 9 naira 1 kobo, 1 naira 10 kobo in 2023, the same financial period, the same period in 2023. But what's the inform you that if you have about 18 naira for 1 kobo for at the end of your 6 months account against this number, and you are paying 1 naira dividend against 50 kobo, that's about you say 100% growth from 50 kobo to 1. Fine, we agree. We can see that the top line of all this company is superb, and the bottom line is about 41% off from a profit after tax of 291.61 to 577.86, which about for me is a good one. For me, these are things that we also should look at as investors to see where we are going, because it gives you a lot of light at the end of the day. But what is very, very important at this point, we are seeing this number, and these banks are planning to work to do share reconstruction, or to boost their share in issue in terms of with the activities of their primary market. And but for me, like I said in our bigger class, if you are thinking medium and long, yes, because the bank sector remain the engine of any economy, you can position in them. But like we said, the trend is that if you want to benefit from this right issue, this trade dividend, if you are buying from the right or the public, you won't benefit from it. But for those that don't want to, that's why people are buying from capital market, from the secondary market. That's why I say, see the strategy. People are with that. Yes, for those that are thinking long, but for those that really want to trade, the difference between the price they are selling on the exchange and that also of the floor is it much? For that, why people are buying more on the floor so that they can benefit from what even the coming full year result. Is it possible that before the end of the year, these people that are bought into the right issue at the same time, the public offer will be able to qualify even when the bank is paying 4 naira at the end of the current financial year, let's say in February or March next year? I would have concluded this offer if I allotted it to people, and that's why for those that really want to benefit from this one, because of we know that the banks are performing well, is that to stay put on the secondary market. But if after this interim event between now and this price pull back, it becomes opportunity for those that really have exited now to enter. That's why I say you must do this sector rotation anytime, any day, because that is the only way you can stay ahead of the market. But I'll tell you, the performance that are coming from the financial sector, they are not bad at all. But because you have your investment objective, you have to trade your goal. That is why you need to move from one point to the other. For me, the numbers are not really bad at all. Like I said earlier, that the gross earnings move from 967.26 billion to 2.1 trillion and while the PAT also in that direction also moved from 291.6 to what 577.86. And at the end of the day, this translates to what 18 naira 41 kobo any per share against 9 naira no 10 kobo in 2023. At the end of the day, so that the cost of cost of business in Nigeria also reflecting on the what on this banking sector. Not every business in Nigeria, but cost of goods and services has gone up. Even the cost of living has gone up. For that, you can see that it's reflecting on this bank result. Even when it remained also very very impressive in terms of profit margin of 27.5, which is good. Abroad, the international standard is about when your profit margin is above 10%. Right, in order, it tells you that in every 1 naira of Zenith Bank, right now about almost 2 naira 80 kobo, 28 kobo, 2 naira, and every 1 naira is about 28 or 28. In every 1 naira, they're about 28 kobo, which is very, very good for me. It's not a bad one for Zenith Bank against 30.15% in 2023. At the end of the day, we saw an improvement in their dividend per terms of interim dividend from 50 kobo to 1 naira. But if you look at the balance sheet of this bank, I'll tell you this balance sheet is very, very robust, and for me, it's a good one. But because of our time, even the cash flow, but I told you that earlier that the cash flow of banks doesn't matter if it is a negative because of the nature of their activities. But if you look at the cash flow from operation for this bank, you also know that yes, they are also very stable in it. Even that is still positive for me, it's a good one. If you look at the cash flow from operation, that is still very, very solid and strong. But even the nature of their business, that even there is a kind of a decline from 900 something billion to this, says that this cash flow that the bank is liquid, and also because of the nature of the so they are into a lending business. This is not to send any signal that there is something wrong. But for me, but seeing that their capital adequacy is okay, move from about 22 to about 23, which is also good, and cost of fund also. For me, there's no cost for alarm for those that are thinking million and long. But because we're trading it as a secondary market, even though we're not buying the right issue, we want to know the state of the world or the bank. Quick one, look at what also happened in the result that was released by Stanbic IBTC. Okay, this number for me is also encouraging. It's a sign that yes, these banks are really becoming bigger, and also it's expected that at the end of this market activity, the banks will be solid for them to do business in Nigeria. Which at the end of the day, after their share reconstruction, we also see a better number because the money also help them to go into business. Especially now, most of these banks are having a holding company. It's for a purpose. That means they can do other business that will also contribute to the bottom line. Apart from that, so if you look at their trading income, which I didn't explain in that most of their trading income is solid. Say that yes, they are doing other business. For me, I believe that these are the beauty of what of this holding company and other incomes coming from left and right from the bank. Apart from their interest income and all that, because they're holding company, at the end of the day, contribute to the bottom line of that, and that is why you and I should also look at when is the right time to come back. Even though you are taking you are exited in this bank, there's time to come back. Those that are waiting to take the dividend, there's time also to exit and come back. You must not stay put in a position that unless for me you are a long term or you are retiree, but if not, you can move around the market where there is opportunity, go there and make money and also come out. But if you also look at the number that came from Stanbic IBTC, which also in the same direction with that of Zenith Bank, we have suspected that other banks that are yet, especially GT Code, Access Bank, UBA, and Fidelity should also be in that same direction. We saw that yes, that the gross earning of Stanbic IBTC moved from 213.33 billion to 378.53 billion, representing about 77% up in the grid. And that also, at the end of the day, the bottom line after cost of operation, everything that we taken care of, government tax have been paid. We also that the PAT, profit after tax, stood at 116.4%, 4 billion, sorry, against 67.9 billion in 2023. That represents about 71%, also in green. At the end of the day, this translates to what 8 naira 84 kobo any per share against 5 naira 12 kobo for 2023. And you can see that the profit margin also slowed down, just like we have seen in Zenith Bank, slowed down to what to 30.74% against 31.84% in 2023. I see cost is very, very important. This cost also affecting not cost only to manage their fund, but cost of operation because of everything, because of high inflation and also high exchange rate have also affected a lot of business in Nigeria. That's why any business in Nigeria that is posting number will give them kudos. That means we have active, but because of what the environment is also very, very hostile to speak now. Very gloomy environment, but still the business are surviving. Say big kudos to this kind of number we are seeing from the bank sector, we know that yes, the policy of the government, especially monetary policy, because of high interest rate, is also favoring them. Which we know that that's why, as an investor, you don't need to stay one place. You can see part of policy, that part of sentiment. You have to go around them to make what, to make sure that you are in the right sector to generate what wealth and also create a profit for you at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we are seeing that the bank also recommended an entry dividend of what, of 2 naira against 2 naira against 1 naira 50 kobo in 2023. You can see that 50 kobo on up. It's also not too bad. It's also a good amount, about 25 to 25% to growth in their what, in their payouts. For me, it's not a bad one. But don't forget that it's a bank also that the share issue is relatively small, and the shareholding structure is tight because the Standard Bank International has also the good holding in this bank, and I believe that one of the banks that I can see that is defensive in the market is was Stanbic IBTC, and they will give it to them anytime, any day. On this note, we'll move to see what is the market doing, but the chart where to trade live is not coming up. That's why I'm looking at this figure, and for me not to just see the class will not go today. Let me do with the figure I have now, and also go back to see if the chart is up, or to look at the live market also, as we speak. Because it's very, very important that we know what is happening in the live market. That will help us to make what, a real informed, investment decision, what to do at this point. Once we're able to get it, you see the position we're taking, then to help us to make what, informed investment decision anytime, any day. But if we look at what the chart is doing, if the chart can give us to see the top gainers, and also as it is. But it's very, very important as we speak now to know what the market is doing, so we can make what, informed investment decision. But before that, since the chart is also delayed, we could look at what is the market data as we speak now. Let's look at the market data to know exactly the position of our market. That will help us to make what, also inform investment decision. Let's look at what the market is doing in terms of market data right now before we call it a day. But okay, the chart is up. Good one. As I said, let me try it again. Yes, we're seeing that the live chart is up now. Now the internet, I don't know, but now it's up. But before we go to the chart, let's look at what is the market position right away at this hour. Before we look at the chart to call it a day. As we speak now, market is in the red. That means the market has pulled back after 4 straight days of uptrend, which is the market is still above the T line, which we're also going to see on the chart. As we speak now, market is still doing at 6,707.86. Market is down by 265.88 basis points, representing 0.28, which is almost 0.3 as we speak now. But if you look at the top gainers and losers right away, we're having about 21 losers against the 15 gainers, against 18 gainers as we speak. Yes, but the top losers now, I want to look at them. Arutubisco is one of the top losers right away, followed by FGM Kuku, the initial PSC, NSL Tech, and also Owando. We are not surprised that we are seeing Arutubisco and Owando on the loser side right away, but because any market in the world, you sell it to an up market, and we have seen you can upbeat momentum in Owando all this while. I'm not surprised that we're seeing profit taking also in Arutubisco. There has been an uptrend, even from as low as below 1 naira to as high as touching 3 naira and surpass it. For me, the pullback is expected as well. Profit taking also hit this stop right away. But you go to the gainer chart, I see that that communication is leading by 10%. Trading at 66 kobo, followed by industrial medical gas. This stock also is almost 9.7, 35 naira right away now. And also D Capital is also in that direction, 1 naira 15 kobo. And also CNI leasing also 8.8, around 4 naira 43 kobo. And Fertilizer is back again on the gainer side. These are the top gainers as we speak. But then in terms of activities, because the volume, we're seeing that Owando is trading at 83 naira, traded about 30.5 million shares, followed by FTN Kuku 18.4 million shares, while the GT code at 45 naira 85 kobo, traded 13.9 million shares. Transcorp at 11 naira 40 kobo, traded at 12.3 million shares, and Universal Insurance 11.9 million shares at 37 kobo right away. Yes, good that the chart is back for us to look at. This is the chart for the market. If you can see here, this afternoon market we're already in now, this after 12. I see here now that the market, I see the position of the market. Yesterday, market was almost flat. For this moment, the market was coming down here. You can see the chart now. This a daily chart we are seeing. Saw yesterday. This is the uptrend. But the good thing that for us to understand is let's call our indicators to help us to understand this market very well. Let's call the indicators now. The first indicator that will call up here is our T line. For those that are in this class, our moving average exponential. It's followed by our money flow. Our MACD is very, very important at this time to see what the momentum in the market look like. It's very, very important to change this one to 8. Like the internet is very slow. I don't know the network. Ideally, we have to change this one to 8, but it's not coming up now. But this is supposed to be 8. This boy telling us using a 9. This one we're also supposed to work with what with 8. But if you look at money flow is as almost close to 70 now. So that fund is entering the market, and that is why I'm not surprised. That seeing the market they try to recover. But because of this month of September, has come with a lot of how do I put it now? That comes with a lot of surprises. Then one surprises, very dicey month up and down. You can see that even when the market have rallied to up here, you can see that it's still above the T line. But even though I tested it now, but I've not, you can see it's still above the T line, but also a sign of weakness already as a lot of profit taking, which I'm not surprised seeing. And don't forget that I told you about understanding candlestick. You can see this hammer here after that. What you see is an uptrend. You can see it, how it might be able to cross the T line. We need to understand all this again when we are trading. It's very, very important when it comes to equity investment. But I tell you that the market is not looking bad, but we need to also look at which sectors we need to be putting our money from events of holding the economy. Where is our position now? Yes, we are seeing the bank result. I'm not seeing a result come from the bank having 3 dividend. Will it sustain the market? Or the oil sector, crude oil price are pulled back. We're saying okay, what those that are local marketing because of increase in price of petroleum, those that have inventory before now, what they sell, we're going to reflect on their number for this third quarter that we're ending this month of September. These are the things we'll also be asking ourselves where we position our also look at. Already that the end of the last quarter of the year is approaching. For me, this time to be very proactive as a investor or trader. For quick one, lots of our time, let's look at those top losers and top gainers again and see how we can take position, take advantage of them also. Also quickly, let's look at what the momentum in Owando. The Owando still have that strength to continue to go up. Let's see, even when we see a pullback, that pullback does not write Owando off. What the momentum now being the most in terms of volume, let's look at how far will this pullback go from here. You can see the pullback now, even when it comes as low as almost 81, I think 80, I think it's started coming back. Already there's a sign here yesterday said that yes, now this stock is likely to pull back. So then went as low as 92, look at 91, you can see it today, but I'm not afraid. I can see that money flow, I started looking down to read what? To read the 78. Now for me, not a bad one. And MACD is still positive, but already sign are given. But let's look at a 1 hour chart for the stock to give us also we can see that been on profit taking as we speak now. But the good thing that the probability of rebound is very, very high. Even when we are seeing here that it has gone bearish on MACD. But let's quickly look at the 2 hour start again before we call it again. We have just only a minute time. You can see that yes, around slightly below the T line, but MACD have a sign already. We are seeing sign of correction on the stock. Yes, let's look at the one that are above him. Let's look at this C analysis. How far will it go among the top gainers? C analyzing. Let's see how far it will go. C analyzing. Sorry. C analyzing. Can see this on the top start. Can see that stock is still very strong. Can see that MACD is still also bullish. After that, the histogram is also going up. Can see here money flow is looking up above 70, 74. can see that it's trading above the T line. Even when it corrected here, you can see it here looking up again. Now it has broken out another stronger, top what we call a double top here, been able to survive and break it, pull back as normal before you see another trend. Now it's a new trend I've seen. After the trend will go also on the strength of the expected Q3, we have seen the Q1 and Q2 number of this company. We have seen improvement and turnaround. That trend also might support this price going up again. That means for investors or traders, can also look the way of this stock. Finally, look at one in the loser chart. Let's okay, I don't ask for Wado. For this minute, I will say thank you for your time, and sorry that I will go to class on Monday. Hopefully, by God bless. This Friday, if I'm available, also we're having a chat like this in the afternoon. I'll say enjoy the rest of your trading day. Bye.